to this binary class. So today we're going to be talking about trading high-low tick. When you want to start trading high-low tick, there are certain things you need to make sure of. First of all, you need to make sure of the market direction. So for me, I use the candlesticks to check the directions of the market, and hence I'm trading tick. I'm going to be using the 1 minute time frame to check the direction of the market. And for those who have been to my online class, you also know that there are indicators that I use in order to check the calmness, that is to check the market in order to know if the market is good enough to start trading. So now we're going to be talking about the X and Y axis, just as you can see on your screen. For you to be able to predict and make sure your predictions work effectively, you need to know how the X and Y axis works when you are executing your trades. For instance, if you are taking any trade, you need to check the direction of the ticks, how to place each tick according to the formation, how they are coming out. If you do a tracement from 0 blue to 1 blue to 2 blue to 3 blue, you discover that the market is ascending. Same thing when you do the same tracement, counting the digits from 0 red, 1 red, 2 red, and so forth, you discover that the market is descending. So that is just things that you need to put in your mind when trading high-low tick. So I'm going to take some trades and explain how those trades were taken and what I saw before I took those trades. Now look at this trade. So from this trade, I'm going to show you the exact things that I saw that made me take this trade, so that when you're doing your placements, you know exactly what you need to see in the market before you take your trades. In order for you to trade high-low tick using digits, you need a combination of digits going towards the same direction and a confirmation of those digits. Let me explain it through the image. In this image, you discover that I used, if you notice, from the 6 blue to 0 red, that means the market is going down. But when it moves from the 6 red to 4 red, it means the market is going up. It went back down on 5 red. 0 blue, it went up. 5 red, it went down. Then 9 blue was my confirmation. The market went up. So you see, that was why I traded that market to go up, and I got the winning. Now you see the second trade that I did. The market went from 6 red to 0 red, from 0 red back up to 9 red to 7 red, and finally I took the trade at the 7 blue. You're going to see the image. The image will project it very well. Now look at it. I went from 6 red to 0 red, back up to 9 red, 7 red, then 7 blue was my confirmation. You know, like I told you, if you're using the X and Y axis, it's easy for you to know exactly the direction of the digits. So the direction of the digit helps you to know exactly which trade to place and the direction that the market is going to, especially when you notice that the market is calm. So that is just how I trade high-low tick. So I'm going to be taking this last trade so that you understand what I see before I take my trades. Now in this trade, you notice that I went from 8 blue to 6 red, meaning the market was going down, but it went back up to 3 blue, then to 5 blue before I took the trade. You're going to see that again in the image. Now look at the image. In the image, you discover that the market changed direction. When it went from 9 blue to 2 blue, then to 5 red, it went back up to 8 blue, went down in 6 red, went back up to 3 blue, and 5 blue was my confirmation. So in all of this, you discover that that is how I trade high low tick. There is no rocket science to it. It's just you knowing the X and Y axis, which way the market is going, and to make sure that the market is calm before you start trading. In the next class, I'm going to properly explain the X and Y axis so that it won't be difficult for anybody to understand. So for now, see you in my next class, and do have a lovely day. Thank you and God bless. Bye.